This is a general reading for Scorpio for the month of June. So Scorpio is your sun or moon sign or Venus. This is a general reading for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, and thank you all for the support of your channel. There are things coming up that are different now. For example, I have two cameras. I have one that shows the cards, and then the other one which is a full picture of me reading the cards. So let's see what we have coming up this month for you, Scorpio. There will be changes coming up. I do have someone who is an IT tech who is going to be editing the videos, and it's all a learning curve. So the more I practice, the more the better the quality will be. Let's put it a little bit there. So a little bit quality of the videos. So please be patient with me. And then, like I said, it's all a learning curve. And this is for the month of for Scorpio. Okay. And I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. And Susie, for some reason, I've had the cards fall as I'm moving things around, and Susie's decided that the cards are going to be little treats, so I have to order some more cards. And then she scratched my arm. So if you happen to see this owie on my arm, that is from Susie jumping up on me, and so I have a big abrasion on my arm. So just ignore it. It's it will heal quickly. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What do we have for Scorpio coming up? Okay. And the first card we have is King of Pentacles, crossed over by the Three of Pentacles. It could be a partnership, it could be a company, some source of money coming. Then we have the Three of Wands. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, repeating numbers. Behind is the Empress. On your mind is the Four of Cups. Then we have the Two of Wands ahead. Or Two of Cups, rather. The Eight of Cups. The Tower. You're going to have a tower moment this month, Scorpio. It's like boom. So it can be that you were feeling stuck and complacent, that things weren't moving forward, and you have the tower moment, because the tower moment gets you moving. It could be that you got complacent and used to being in a certain situation, and the tower is saying, okay, the rest time is over. You signed up to learn on this planet. So time for new opportunities, time for new growth. And then we have the Lover's card and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. Eight of Wands with the Lover's card. The Tower with the Five of Pentacles. Someone could be losing a job this month, or a cut in pay or some sort, and boom, there it happens. Eight of Cups. Then we have the Five of Wands. So we have two fives. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. We have our discussion, and there's the other five, the Five of Swords. And then crowning you is you have all fives. You have all four of the fives. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Rods, the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups with the Page of Rods. Then you have behind you the Seven of Pentacles, which is work. Three of Rods with the Eight of, or the Seven of Rods. Then you have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. What comes to my mind is, due to a lack of interest, this month is canceled. If I look at these cards, the only card that you didn't have, well, Death card, but Death is actually, the Death card is good because that's the ending of and the beginning of, and you didn't have the Devil card. But you got a whole lot of stuff that's going on that you're dealing with. Okay. So the picture I see is one of those great big push brooms, you know, like that janitors have, or even those big mops, and the concrete floor. So it's smooth, so it pushes easily. And that represents your month, because you're going to be sweeping out what is going on to make room for other things. And it's on, and it can be in various avenues, various aspects of your life. That one thing, it's a trickle-down effect. Or it can be, you know, several aspects. It can be, for example, and this is not necessarily what it could be, but for example, you lose your job. And there was some treachery there, so that's the Ten of Swords. And you lose your job, which affects you financially. There was some deception that was there. Someone wasn't honest as it prepared. There was a lot of discord, disagreements, and then you have a shortage of money, all because you lost your job. Or it can be a marital thing, that, you know, you had a breakup of a marriage, and then it goes, you know, in all aspects of your job. So whatever happening to you, it's hitting your life. It's hitting different parts of your life, but it can be the same incident, the same energy, the same, you know, occurrence. That's just like a sprinkling all over. That's weird. I see like raining mud, you know, like water that has a lot of dust in it, so it's not really pure rainwater. So it sort of puts a sheen of, so it's really hard to get sometimes a clear picture of what's going on. But Scorpio, you have a very challenging month. Now, remember, and there was another one, Virgo also had a challenging month. Remember a couple of things. One, this, you signed up for it. I know it doesn't make it feel any better, but this is the learning planet. And how do you learn? You have lessons. And through these lessons, then you can move forward. And then you don't have to keep repeating them over and over again. So it can be a situation, and once you learn it, you go, well, I don't have to repeat that again because I learned from it. You know, it's all a part of a lesson. And through that, then you can move forward to other things. But you have all four of the fives. All four, which is deception. It can be hardships. It can be, you know, all parts of your life. And you do have the Tower. So it can be, it happens suddenly. Like you go into work one day and they say, okay, we're shutting down. We're laying off. And then, you know, or there's some deception. Or you know that something's going on, but you don't know quite what. But you got that Five of Swords, which is sort of like it's hidden there, but your intuition tells you that there's something going on there. Because, let's go over these cards. And also, once you get through it, then it's like you've completed it and you get that certificate. It says you've completed this lesson, you can move on. So the very first thing is the King of Pentacles. Now, this can be a person who has a position of money in the community. Can be a boss. can be your corporate president, can be a government official, somebody who's considered has money, crossed over by the Five of Pentacles. So this person can represent, the Three of Pentacles can represent shortage. It can represent, and it is occurring throughout our planet. It isn't just you. It isn't just your neighborhood. But globally, there is a shortage. It has to do with supply, and it has to do with wages. And for some, you're flourishing. For others, you're not flourishing. It depends on the person. But for here, it's with the King of Pentacles can represent lack. Can represent that someone owed you some money and they're not going to pay that. Or you're waiting for a decision from them and it's your boss. And they say, no, we're not going to give raises. In fact, we're going to lay off. Some sort of tightening of money, and it has to do with the King of Pentacles. Then we have here, you balancing what you're going to do. And see, your ships are off into the harbor. They're not with you right now. And the Ten of Swords, an unfair situation. Could even be theft. It could be someone stole some money from you. Or some sort of legal thing that they weren't very honest. But here you are balancing, trying to figure out what to do, and your ship is off in the harbor. It's not right there. And here is that unfair situation, the Ten of Swords. Deception and treachery. Because at the base of it is, see, you're going to have a challenging month. It will be. Because at the base of it is you having decided what you're going to do. You're looking at your options, your Three of Rods, and the Seven of Rods. So this indicates that you've decided, or I've got to move on. This is not sustainable. This job is going away, or this source of money is going away. Now I have to look forward. I have to look at what are my options. There's your Three of Rods. And I have a clear picture. There's your Seven of Rods. I have a clear picture of really what happened. There was, the Five of Rods is arguments, deception, unclear information, and as a result of that, you're like, I'm out of here. I know what's going on now. I'm turning that over into being empowered, and I'm out of here. Basically, that's I don't have a choice. I have the Ten of Swords, and so now I move on. I'm not gonna wait for something to happen. And it's time to be proactive. Time to look for another job. Time to, turn those things into assets. Because behind you is your work and the Empress. You had a good job, whatever it is. Money coming to you through work, or you waiting for money to come. The Seven of Pentacles can represent money, waiting for it to come. You've put in the hard work, you put in the harvest, now you're waiting for the harvest time. And you're waiting for it. That's behind you. Because on your mind is a message and things being spilt. So the Page of Rods is a message that you were waiting for. And then the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is three down, 2 on the shelf. But you look at, what's on your mind is that you hear something and you're either offered something, like a new beginning, or things are not working out. And it is, looking at what happened, what could I have done differently, what is ahead. And so it's taking a break and sort of assessing what direction do you want to go. That's what's on your mind. knowing what is going on around you and being proactive about it, because you're very proactive about the direction you want to go. Because look at here, you have a conversation between two people and there's some deception. Now this could be anybody. It could be a partner. It could be someone that you're having a business dealing with. It could be your boss. And you have a discussion, but there's something hidden there. There's things hidden that you can't see. Just if it was the same, if it was a relationship. Hidden things that you cannot see. Because, here you go again, you're feeling like you don't have all the information. The moon represents having the information. It represents clarity and following your intuition. That it represents that not all is revealed at this time, and you're feeling the 8 of Cups, that you're moving forward because there's something missing. Whether it be job satisfaction, security, employment, a relationship, whatever it is. And you have the 5 of Wands, which is disagreement. So there's, not only do you have things cloaked, you have an ending of something that was unfair. You have something that was cloaked, the 5 of Swords. You moved on after you get a clear picture. There's some things deceptive around money. And here you are, 5 of Pentacles and the Tower. Boom. Can be a loss. Can be a loss of a job. Can be financial. It can be waiting for some sort of settlement that they are not fair. They're hidden. Could be delays. But there's something, and there's your Tower. Boom. So, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. If you're thinking that there's going to be financial things coming up, it's real important for you to be frugal, get financial advice. If you have a third party that you have hired, for example, like an attorney, talk to your attorney. If you think that there is some financial shenanigans going on, be proactive. Protect your assets. Whether it's changing bank accounts, changing passwords, putting money aside, whatever it is, because this can be the Tower moment related to some loss. Then we have here things accelerating about decisions. This could be relationship, or it could be a decision, things starting to move. And then the final outcome, see, these start getting better. As you get through the month, things start getting better. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles, someone helping you, and the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward. So it's going to be a rough part of the month, but once you get through that, then things start smoothing out. So just be following your intuition, listening to your spirit guides, and being very proactive. Be proactive, but not negligent, or do anything that is not thought out. So if you're thinking of some plans, think it through. Don't be proactive, and think things out to protect yourself. That's what Spirit's saying, is not to be irresponsible in your financial choices, or in your choices of what you did, what you have. Not be irresponsible. Now let's pull your wisdom of the oracle. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What are the cards that we have for our Scorpio? There we go. And the first card we have is chaos and conflict. Yeah, this is the first of your month. Chaos and conflict. Absolutely. chaos and conflict. And from that, you can build. Then we have exchanging gifts. This is exchanging gifts, exchanging of energy. And then the other card is unfinished symphony. So you still have things that aren't done. Once you finish those, you can move on. So you know what the unfinished symphony is. There. Okay, now we're going to pull the Ask Your Guide. Where are you going? Are you going to go play with Nina? Nina's a very gentle little girl, isn't she? Yeah, Nina's very quiet. Gentle little girl. Okay. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And this is Ask Your Spirit Guide. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Right here. Truth. Number 10. Okay, here we go. It is honesty, clarity, observation, and confrontation. And your higher self message to you, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. So out of that 10 of Swords and the Tower, you're going to get the truth. Then we have the card here, right here. Right here. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. There you go. Okay, and that is from the Career and Life Oracle. Okay. Here we go. And this is for Scorpio. And the card is, I can release the past and forgive everyone. I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much. And we will be putting out more videos now that I'm settled into Vegas and getting used to the camera. And so from Las Vegas, Nina, Susie, and Bella, and I are sending you light and love.